Hello, everybody. Hello. It's me again, Lewis. Surprise, surprise. He's back to doing some more commentary. Um, we got a few pieces of news from. So recently, FOTA filed an official complaint against its high-tech GP Williams Racing due to Samuel Saunders driving and nearly causing a safety car and causing a virtual safety car. Shortly after that, a statement from the Williams team principal said that the Tier 1 was going to be under investigation and was on suspension until further notice from racing. For some driver news, Alfie Farnworth has gone to join high-tech GP Williams for Season 3. Good fucking luck. And Kevin O'Reilly has officially stated that McLaren F1 have put a press release that is not factually true out to the public.
I can only apologise for having you muted. I thought you might have muted yourself.
Oh. And finally, the last piece of information, Thomas Shane to rejoin Red Bull after this Tier 2 race. So that's all the information I have. That's all the news. Right. I probably should invite you, to be fair.
Yeah, that would help.
What's your username again? I forgot.
I am Ian Murray's.
Ian Morris, yeah. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Crystalax. Welcome in. W's in the schlatt, yeah. Right. Beyond.
What are the rules with what I'm allowed to say? Do I have to keep it PG?
You can keep it PG if you want, but anything goes, really.
Okay. Right. I might go and have like a pint of Guinness before we start, and
Fair enough.
might make it quite exciting.
Yeah. Oof. So... hello, Daylight. Welcome in. Sorry that I'm being pretty silent. I'm just getting some stuff done before the race starts.
We are quite silent because there is genuinely not a lot to talk about that we haven't already talked about.
Yeah. Mara's not online yet.
See how you pronounce it, because I don't know which one it is. Is it Mare, Mar, Mary?
I say Mar. I say Mar or Mare. Whatever my brain thinks of at the time.
Yeah.
Tier 3 was boring, dude. There was only like 3 people racing.
I mean, that's also like what you really expect with Tier 3 now. It's
Yeah, but like 3 people were already killed, and then there were 3 people left, so I brought out the red flag and ended the session, because there was no point in me being there for like another 12 laps.
To be fair, that's what happened in one of my other leagues. There was like 4 people left racing, and I had to just watch over it. So I just went and did something else, and then I came back, and the race had been finished for like 20 minutes. I was still in the lobby.
Fair enough. Bam, bam, bam,
Tier 3 was crazy. I won though. I'm W. Unfortunately, I wish I knew who Daylight was, but
I think he's
dunno.
Junior or
Junior.
Max.
Hello.
Max for tier
I
3
can't say
because there's.
I've ever spoken to him before, but hello.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, then again, though, you're the head of the FIA.
I am head of the FIA. Maybe that's a good thing that I haven't spoken to him. Maybe they've been kept out of trouble.
Yeah.
You know, just,
I mean, to
then
be
again,
fair,
I
you
try
get like
to.
millions of reports. Well, not millions, but like
We
20.
actually had 0 for tier 3. But they've all forgotten, or there was so little racing that there was no point in having any tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of tickets, I actually need to go remove the Silverstone one still.
You still got Silverstone tickets?
Yep, because I was gonna go and delete them, then I got bored halfway through and went and did something else.
Fair enough. I don't blame ya.
I mean, there's always so many tickets and they don't get done for weeks on end, so I just forget.
Yeah,
they're
so
there.
either they get NFA'd or there's actually something done about them, like penalty points.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some of the penalties we give nowadays are a bit soft. I think we could genuinely, you know, be
You could
quite harsh with
disqualify
penalties.
someone. You could race ban them. You could season ban them.
We actually did race ban, and I think you already mentioned maybe earlier on that Sam and Williams are being investigated.
Yeah, he is still under investigation for an immediate cause of trying to do a safety car.
Yeah, I think he miscalculated because I don't think you can treat the safety car that late. But yeah, he's in the Haas to be fair this race, and it's because we do need the points.
He is also it was also officially announcing, I think, transfers that he was released because of the FIA investigations.
It's true, and they actually it's a pretty quick turnaround because I believe they've actually signed someone already.
Yeah.
Or that's actually my mistake. I thought they had already signed Plump as permanent driver, but
I think it might be after the fact.
I think it would, yeah. Which is a I think it's quite a bit of a silly season if I'm being honest. You know, everyone's moving around, but Haas and Ferrari we don't indulge in that. We're too stable, I think is the word.
Your team is far too stable. It's suspiciously stable, and then you've got Williams exploding every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I actually want your views. Whose fault do you think it is? Because I think
Whose fault do I think it is in terms of what exactly?
because obviously the team imploded, so there were people blaming the team principal, whose name I've already forgotten.
Rimborough.
There were people blaming DP, and there were people blaming Bubba.
BP didn't do anything.
I think Bubba was just there to get some racing done.
Yeah.
And I think there must have been some words said that that must have maybe triggered an argument, which has set them all off.
To be fair, there's not much that can be done when there's a team argument. I don't think it falls personally at the blame of Rimborough. I think it involves everyone's fault inside the teams since there was unstable management, but also a driver that wanted to race and not deal with any conflict.
Well, they've lost one Tier 1 driver, which they lost Marcus. Obviously, he's gone to Mercedes.
They also lost Silver.
That's pretty big because Silver won the championship last year, and
Yeah,
to lose what was the world champion from last season, I don't want to like say it too early, but I think I know who's going to win Tier 2 this season.
well, actually, it's not sure since I don't see Jess Abbott in this lobby, so there is a possible what the fuck.
as Asbo 221 has joined the lobby. I don't know who Asbo is. If this is meant to be a PG stream,
Give me
then I apologize.
It's not meant to be a PG stream. You can say what you want. Just give me a second.
Oh, Asbo is now spectating as well. So whoever
What?
Asbo is,
That is Elliot. He's from my other league. What's he doing in here? No, it doesn't matter.
oh, he's spectating. At least he's not racing. Otherwise, that could
affect some problems. Yeah.
That could be huge. Daylight is that's when the GP is starting. It's meant to start at 8 p.m. However, I don't know how long we're going to be able to stick to that because not everyone's in yet.
We got about like 2 minutes before start is meant to happen.
It's true.
What's your thoughts for the starting grid?
The starting grid.
Like, who do you think's getting first, second, and third?
Well, someone new joined the league, and that's very plump 88. And some people may or may not know, but I have commentated on him before, and he was absolutely shocking as a driver. However, I do think he's got a lap in him that could genuinely push him to the top.
That's confidence, fair enough. I'm just gonna quickly
I think Ruidan also has a good chance. You know, he's pretty consistent. He's always around the top. I think Jackson as well. He's a very good driver. I think he can do well. I'm interested to see what Merritt does, however. The tier 3 leader.
Do you know what happened to Jess Abbott?
I do know what happened to Jess Abbott, and I'll actually get a direct quote from her. And the direct quote is that to make the championship more interesting, I will not race unless required. So a bit of an ego kind of
ego boost.
It's not really a boost. I was going to say ego retirement, but it's not really a retirement. It's like she knows she's comfortable in the lead. I don't know what the standings are after Belgium, but I think it's around 100 points. And Thomas, who is her closest rival in the championship, isn't racing. So all things considered, like there could be this race and then the race after that, and she could be confirmed world champion already.
That's fair.
So no Jess today, which actually opens the door for a new race winner.
Yeah, for the first time in forever.
It should be tier 2. You'll be like top 5. Well, they like we were both predicting there. We've readied up, and I think we're actually ready to get racing now. Well, not racing, but qualifying.
Yeah. And here we go. Qualifying today. Let me just quickly switch this so you're not watching in a tiny window. I set it to rain. Alright, let's see who's gonna be on pole today.
It will definitely be closer now that Jess isn't here, because if Jess was here, I would not like in an egotistical way, but I genuinely think she could have possibly gone half a second quicker than everyone. But now it's opened the door completely for everyone. And
let's see who's going to be first to leave the pit lane.
I think that could actually be quite an important kind of factor, because if the track was to maybe start getting a little bit more wet towards the end, I think the first laps could be the only laps that the drivers get that actually represent the times that they're capable of.
Just quickly move her offset.
No cars out of the garages yet. We've had 40 seconds. Actually, there is movement down the pack. There's movement a lot now. It's an AlphaTauri that's coming out first. So it's actually Max, home Grand Prix for Max. He's the first one out of the garage.
I guess you kind of, if you want to win your home race, then you got to do it in style, being the first one out of the pit lane. It's kind of like a good luck charm.
As he, on his outlap, flies over the curb. The brake's a bit cold. He's missed his braking point completely.
That's a womp womp moment.
It really is. But I think if there was any possibility that Max was going to win his home Grand Prix, I think without Jess being here, it really is now and ever.
Yeah. Let's just hope your bet with Electro Saunders works really well.
Yeah, well,
because you're playing a major risk here with a person who's already under investigation by the FIA.
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, since I am head of FIA, I'm not going to call it corrupt, but I think there definitely could be some stuff done. I think it's a possibility that he'll be facing a few races, suspended for a few races. But I don't think this race will fall under it at the moment, unless he does something major this race. As he's stopped on the straight, that's to actually let Max through in the AlphaTauri.
I guess things change after all.
Yeah, well, Max is onto his lap.
Yeah. Going down on the main straight.
Can't help but notice that Max is actually sporting a Ferrari helmet as he goes deep into turn one. He's gone over the curb. That's an invalidation.
Womp. That's a womp.
That's a womp and a half. The Glock loaded with pasta will be pointed right at the forehead of himself.
The Glock loaded with... I did... Actually... I'm gonna write that down.
Well, Lewis is going to go right down the line I've just said. This is the Haas of David Arias right now. It's his first race at Haas. And we'll see how he does.
Obviously, I swear he's been at Haas for longer.
I think this might be his first race because he used to be at Mercedes. So...
Oh yeah, it is.
We'll see how he does. He's coming down towards the Starry now. Obviously, it is a purple second sector because
and he invalidates.
Oh, he did. I didn't even catch that. Vakuli is 22nd. I think Vakuli could be the one to take pole. He looked a little bit nippy, you know. Here we are. In Spa, he obviously jumped the start, which if you don't watch F1, you're not allowed to do that. And as Mayor has asked Boover if he is Asbo. I'm not sure you're allowed to go around calling people Asbos nowadays. But, yeah. That's fine. Merit to the top, 28.4. That's beaten Silk by 6'10", so tier 3 leader. That's pretty good, actually. That's a good like a benchmark for just all tier 3 drivers.
Yeah.
Sam's onto a lap. Someone's gone straight on at the Retifilio chicane.
I actually was saying earlier in my commentating that WPC was on pretty much tier 2 rate in pace.
Yeah, well, if he's tier 2 pace, we actually finally get to see now what he's made of. He's in a tier 2 race. Maybe he could challenge for a podium, perhaps. Let's look for anyone on a lap.
There's Morg's Master.
Yeah, Morgan, the Alpine, number 19. Let's see how he does round the Parabolica. Taking a little bit of a tighter line than what I would have done, but obviously it's different for everyone. He almost invalidated it. He goes P4, he's a good bit off the pace though.
Let's see, very plump.
You
said you saw this guy actually could do a lap in another league, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I actually used to commentate in a league called IFT, and Plump was, well, he was a tier 2 driver then as well, so no change of tier for him. And he had this reputation of being, well, if there's only one word for it, Sam goes quickest, 28.2, 10 quicker than Merit. The only word I can really use to describe Plump was shit. As he doesn't invalidate his time actually. All four wheels are off the track. He hasn't invalidated.
Surprisingly.
It's surprising. Yellow flags in the second part. Through a scurry goes and he's invalidated.
And he does invalidate. For some reason,
so
people just love invalidating over there.
It is a very easy corner to invalidate on because people will try and cut the first left-hander a lot, and most of these drivers will end up cutting it too much, and well,
ending up and invalidating.
Let's look at Mayor's lap because he's an interesting driver for me. I think he's
a tier 1 driver, but he reserves in tier 2 for some reason. Unless it's the other way round, which isn't very clear on indication.
Well, here he comes through a scar. Is he going to invalidate? He's actually quite
No, he doesn't.
No invalidation. That's actually probably, he should be able to finish his lap now. It'll be interesting to see where he goes.
I think I'm gonna put his pace at the moment at like probably about 3rd place.
His pace is horrible, I'm gonna be honest. So let's see how he does up towards the line. And P5, 1.5 off Sam's fastest lap. His teammates coming around Parabolica as well. Oh,
that was risky. Oh my goodness.
10th clear. So McLaren 1 and 6 at the moment, and the only other person that I see on a lap at the moment is Max, home Grand Prix. Probably has the Italian national anthem playing in his headset.
I don't know why, but sometimes when I see a Dutch driver, my head just starts playing the Dutch national anthem.
I think that is quite a common symptom of watching Max Verstappen week in, week out absolutely demolish the competition. But round Parabolica comes Max. Almost goes a little bit wide. I think he lost the car coming out of Parabolica, so this might not be his quickest lap. Where does he go? P5, so actually
a lot of people are hitting P5.
Yeah, it's quite a
consistent lap time.
I think grid position might not be as important this race as other ones because it's very easy to overtake at Monza. All you need is a bit of straight line speed.
Anyways, we're looking at the shittest driver probably for collisions and penalties, RTF Pro Player.
RTF Pro Player, well, he's down there with, I'd say he's probably in my top 10 Irish, but he's in the wall and he's out of qualifying. And well,
it's your first lap out.
It's his first lap out. The tyres might be the same as the Irish Clover, but he's absolutely binned it in the wall, and I expect nothing less from him. The Rue hype train will have certainly died down now.
Did Plump nearly just bin it into a wall?
I actually wasn't watching Plump, and in fact he's broken something, and he's got a bit of debris attached to his wing. He's drifting down the straight.
Yeah, I'd say box. That's a good idea to box there.
Well, it would be a good idea. However, it's very Plump, so I don't think the wise idea will come across to him as quickly as he would to us.
Yeah, 127.7 for WPC Combat, beating out Lucas.
Huge. 3 tenths quicker. I think he is ready for tier 2, if I'm being honest. I'm watching Sam right now. He's just started his lap. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Silver's also on a lap.
Let's see. Coming through the second sector. Not at a bad pace at all.
I thought the time is correct. I've just seen Jackson go purple consecutively. This could be a potential provisional pole lap here. Although
Jackson,
he
you
did
said.
take Jackson in the Williams, but he took Ascari very, very cautiously. So
There's a
we'll have to
caution
see
with
how
one
he
of the
does.
red cars. What's going on?
I don't see him on the track. Is he in a wall? I can hear his engine. It's not going to affect Jackson. Up towards the line comes the Williams, and doesn't improve.
Unfortunately. Let's go back to Electro Saunders just coming from the bridge section of the track. Back into Sector 3. He's basically home free now through this section. Coming through into Ascari, I think.
That's Parabolica.
Parabolica, sorry.
Right no, it's an easy mistake to make up towards the line, and
he goes second fastest.
Is that time by merit actually unbeatable? Is that?
He might have just made a Jess Abbott.
That is a Jess Abbott kind of lap, although. Well, I wonder what Jess would say about that. Would Jess, if Jess was here, would she have beaten that? Is actually someone else I want to watch? Viculli, he's coming up towards the line, the Mercedes driver, only P6. I think he'll be disappointed with that, and there's a Haas in a wall, I think.
That is Sam, he has binned it.
Sam, I'm going to watch with very pumped now, just to see if I can see it. The debris is already gone. And so no pole for Haas then. At least in the case of Sam. I actually missed David go P2. So that's all that happened.
It's a Haas 2-3.
It's a question of what if now with Haas, because Jess not racing, I think Jess could have probably been P1. It's more about what can Haas sort of
achieve
salvage without. Yeah, what can they get from this race without their star driver going through plump on the exit of Ascari? Just he lost the rear end, and he's living up to that name that I gave him of the most chaotic driver I think I've ever watched.
Yeah, coming into Parabolica now, just very on the outside line, but he enters the pit lane.
So I think there's only one run left in that. Max, I need to stop saying Max is home race. I think it's clear now that he's Italian. And
pizza pasta,
yeah.
pizza pasta.
Here's a question for everyone watching: what kind of pizza do you reckon he likes? I reckon he's a pepperoni kind of guy.
I agree with you on that. I don't think there is any other pizza that it could possibly be for Max.
Yeah. Not to say there is not saying he's boring to say, but pepperoni is quite a it's a safe option, I think. If you don't want to like go too exotic and you just want something you know will taste good, I think you go for pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. I usually get pepperoni but with chicken on it because it's just good.
Yeah, that's very good. What Max will need that's very good though is a lap. And he's currently P11 and last of those who have set a lap. And round Parabolica he comes, and he's actually backed off his lap and into the pits he goes. Only 3.5 minutes left, so we actually you will only get one run. It's got to be quite a quick turnaround as well, especially in the rain. And well, someone who shares the same name as you is on a lap, the Ferrari, Lewis.
Yeah.
What's it like sharing a name with someone who has what can only be described as kill yourself football club in their name?
If you change it to not football club, then perfect name. I don't like football. It's a rubbish sport.
Lewis does not like football, but KYFC. I don't even know what team KYFC is. Maybe he's just misspelled KFC. Maybe he's a chicken lover. He almost loses it out the parabolica and up towards the line. Where will he go?
130, so he is staying in last place. And that is more like tier 3 pace, so...
Well, he is a tier 3 driver. Morg Masner's retired. Is that out on track? In the pits.
Lucas has just improved his lap by a little.
Merritt's not come back out onto track, I don't think. So I think Merritt's not going to do another lap. That's an interesting call, because if that's get dry, Lucas provisional pole by 100th. And he's actually binned it.
No, he's finished it. No, he's DNF'd after completing that lap.
Oh,
and it's by so few temps as well. 780 to 791. Just about a 1,000th tenth of a second.
Trying to scan for who's on a lap. Very plumps on a lap. And oh, he's almost lost it out of the second chicane. He's still trying to get the car under control through Lesmo 1, sorry.
Lesbian!
And he's on the grass going into Lesmo 2, and yeah, that lap is completely ruined.
No, he's still got it.
He's still got it. It's invalidated, but this lap is absolutely atrocious. I expect nothing less from him. Silver's retired, and it'll be no higher than P5 for him. So realistically, if Agro Alfie joins out of nowhere, I don't know what he's doing here, but yeah, it's interesting. I think we've now got to look at David and Bakuli to try and set a good lap time. Here comes Plump. Well, Plump's invalidated his lap, so he'll start no higher than P10. Max no higher than P11. As Mayor's also invalidated. It's a P7 maximum for Mayor. We're now going to watch Bakuli is also invalidated. So all eyes are on Jackson and David Arias now. Jackson's invalidated, so the only person who can take pole off Lucas is David.
Damn, Haz is really good, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's Haas. Can he replicate what I can only describe as a Jessica lap? Checker flag is out. And through the second chicane he comes. No purple first sector. He's got to find around 2 temps, just under 2 temps if he wants to get a pole here.
Max has officially said that he will not be attending the race.
Wow. So, Max is out of his home Grand Prix. The Pastor Enjoys in the grandstands are absolutely furious with that. As here comes the Haas now. David Arias.
He is cooking. He is cooking.
It doesn't show me his delta, so it's going to be a surprise. Is he going to take pole? We're going to have to wait and see. His teammate P4 will finish P4. And up towards the line, here comes David.
That's the fastest lap taken off of Lucas. 7:15, 27.7. Lucas he lost it. Oh.
And also on Merritt though. Could Merritt have improved on that last run? Because it looked like everyone was improving on that last run, but David Arias, what a lap.
Mara's unfortunately invalidated, so that is officially qualifying over. We have David starting on pole, Lucas in P2, and WPC Combat P3.
For a tier 3 driver, that's a really good result for Merritt. I describe him as the Yank, to be honest. He's another word for an American.
Here is all the results. In last place, RTF Pro Player setting no time due to binning it in the wall, very comedically. First place goes to David Darras, keeping on the legacy of Jess Abbott. Followed by Lucas and WPC Combat Sam, just being a bit too cocky and losing a podium position.
Yeah.
That is what happens when you get too cocky.
Well, that extends the streak now, because with David being on pole, that's 6 out of the 7 races that we've done this season where a Haas has been on pole. So
Jess
that's
Abbott.
brilliant. Well, Jess, I don't think she'll be in tier 2 for much longer, will she?
No, she's definitely travelling on to tier 1. Has to be.
Has to be. Mayor is complaining that he can't press buttons. Have you tried using your thumbs? I wonder
Genius.
what this is gonna be.
You are a genius.
Well, it's common sense, to be honest. At least he has a setup. We've got 2 minutes, or well, we should have 2 minutes until the race starts. But
Yep, no, it's same waiting for players, so we are about to get going.
well, I have no trust in anyone keeping the 2-minute rule.
What are your predictions for the race results? Who do you think is going to bin it into the wall on the starting lap?
Can I say everyone? I think everyone's going to bin it. But if I'm being honest, I think it's about how good the start they can get. I think it doesn't look like it's full wets. I think it's inters all the way through. It's about who's gonna. Could someone brave it out and try go the entire race on one set of intermediates? They might, blow up. But,
Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off and out we go. Oh, David getting a good getaway. Lucas right behind. And that Mercedes is coming up and looks to be gaining a lot of positions.
Down the inside, David
He's gone into P2. He's been pushed off of track.
It's been a calamity at turn 1. Mayor's up to P3. I don't know how that's happened. I thought his front
Mayor's in
work.
P2.
Yeah, P2.
And David getting a great lead away from the pack. And RTF Pro player going to the bottom. However, Electro Saunders in last place. That was a tragic race start for him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gone all the way from P4 down to P13. There's a
There's
lot of movement in the
of
middle
people. This looks dangerous.
The Williams, they managed to keep it clean. Jackson ahead of Very Plump. Could we see a little bit of Williams teamwork through the rest of this? But I tell you what, David has actually had a very good start at the front.
Meanwhile, let's check on WBC Combat, who's just about to make a position off of Mao, but he breaks too early and loses the position out.
Yeah, he's gone too cautious. He needs to be a bit more brave. Possible race strategies have actually just popped up on my screen. We've got the 1 stop, lap 13.
Currently, the leader of the penalties championship is David, 5 seconds worth of time penalties.
But Merritt's just actually got past Mayor, but they're still going to be side by side with Parabolica. The move gets done, but I think Mayor could have a chance to come back down the straight.
It does look all possible here.
Yeah, fastest lap, Merritt, apparently. Not sure how that works. Down the inside will come there into the Retafilio, backs out of the move. Really didn't think.
I mean, if you did it into that turn, you'd basically be asking for a death wish.
Well, it's Mayor, 3-second time penalty for Morgs Master, and that's something I've seen too many times. He's an interesting driver, to say the least.
Yeah. I think Mara's going to continue to fight. That's a touch! That's a collision!
And Bakuli's actually going to take the pace off Mayor, I think. They're side by side. Bakuli almost lost it. He's let Mayor back through, and that's actually going to invite Lucas now. But contact between Mayor and Mayor's let Bakuli through, and he's let Lucas through, and he's dived back in front of Morgan. So
I think he is going. I think he knows he's lost it, and he needs to play it safe now.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be looked at by the FIA. As the McLarens are running next to each other now, so we could see some McLaren team, but also Mayor does own Mercedes. So this could be like a free sort of person charge. And look at the gap, Merritt's closed in on David so quickly.
Could WPC Combat now become a permanent mainstay of Tier 2? And that's a virtual safety car, VSC deployed. Some damage is out on track, so a virtual safety car's been deployed.
Yeah, Lewis in P12, he's got no front wing. He must have had an accident on that back straight. He's sticking to the Delta. I think he's lost on his own.
I'd say box now, because once you've lost your front wing, you're gonna have an unstable car, and once you have an unstable car, your car just goes all over the place and you can't keep it stable.
Especially in the rain, you're going to need all that extra downforce you can get, and without a front wing, well, you're going to be driving light mare. As
3-second time penalty for RTF Pro Player, the dirtiest driver in the league.
That's actually quite impressive, because he's actually got a corner cutting penalty under a VSC. So I don't know who he's trying to race, but...
I don't know. Oh, we're off the VSC anyway.
Yeah, we're off of VSC, so maybe he's tried to get a bit of a jump, and he's just done a Ruidan kind of thing, but we're back at...
I mean, it was obviously not the move. Lewis KFYC, now new leader, 10 seconds. What are you doing?
Did he even try and break?
And that's RTF Pro Player out! That's a safety car! Safety car for hitting into the wall. That's it for RTF Pro Player tonight.
That's absolutely... In the entirety of this session, we've had qualifying and the race. He's completed not even 4 laps in total. He binned it in qualifying, he's binned it in the race, and he's left in disgust. And why wouldn't you leave in disgust? Jesus.
God damn. We are now under the safety car, so we got a few minutes to just talk about what the hell happened on that race start. Because Sam had an awful start and got to the back of the grid.
Well, I was actually interested to see if anyone gambled and went for an early pit stop, maybe tried to go to the end of the race, but it looks like everyone's decided to stay out. Some people could try and get their 5-second penalties taken off them.
You know, it would be nice if we had a race where the rain just started to clear up naturally. Just so we don't have to see raining Monza, because raining Monza sucks.
I'm actually going to put telemetry on, but I think telemetry should stay off for now, because everyone will be on 100% ERS come the race start. I'll tell you what though, Borg, Master and Bakuli, the biggest movers, 3 positions gained each for them. And, well, Sam in the Haas, he's lost 5. Merrick almost hit David on the safety car.
The strategies are not going great for people at the moment, and things are going horribly wrong.
Well, the Ferrari's pit against is, well, about a year behind everyone in this race. He's at a year, 52 seconds. At least it's the safety car. Otherwise, you know.
There could have been some worse things happening on the grid.
There really could be. He's made 2 stops already. He's the only person who's made a stop, and we've actually seen Beaker.
You know, the 10 seconds of time penalties are kind of reminding me of Kevin Magnussen, because he got like about 20 seconds worth of time penalties during the entirety of Jeddah.
I think that's more just a hate crime towards him, to be honest. I'm sure there were other
It would have been
drivers
funny if he got 30 seconds and accidentally black flagged himself.
It would be fun. Esteban Ocon managed to get about 25 minutes worth of penalties a season or 2 ago.
Yeah, he got it in Bahrain.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see actually if anyone can break that record today in this race.
I think it's been broken before with about 32 seconds worth of time penalties. I think, no, there was actually a minute in one of the things I did.
A minute worth of penalties?
Yeah.
What's the point of even racing anymore? Like, you may as well just call it a day, you know?
You may as well just bin it in the wall in Tier 1 like Sam did.
Binning it in the wall, I wouldn't really call it binning it in the wall. He was more driving into the wall at a leisurely pace, trying to cause some damage, and just failed miserably.
R.I.P.
Well, it's I don't think the safety car will be in this lap because, well, Lewis at the back of the pack in his Ferrari is taking his time catching up. I think.
Yeah, most people on 4-lap hold inters now, except for Lewis, who's on 1-lap hold inters.
Well, under the car of Lewis, I think he's basically like driving on 20 laps inters. From what I've seen so far of him today, he's almost binned it trying to catch up to the safety car. I think the safety car might be a quicker driver than him. Not to be horrible. Well, it is to be horrible, but.
Bro, I bet the safety car has like 102 points in the championship or something.
Oh, it must do. Well, I'm just watching Lewis now try to catch up, just in the pure case that he does bin it, and he's almost binned it again.
Yeah, he's kind of having a bit of an issue with his steering. He's locking up quite a lot.
I think the issue that I'd put it down to is a skill issue. I think you can definitely see he's a tier 3 driver. And,
yeah.
Well, he's caught up to the back of the pack now, so I think the safety car will be in next lap.
I mean, yeah, you're the FIA, so you call everything that happens.
Yes, I do. Someone's joined the server. The unique dude has joined the server.
Is this lobby open or something?
I don't know. Well, he's joined the Discord server. I'm not sure what makes him so unique, but we'll get ready to go back racing. I just wonder if that 5-second David penalty is going to play a big part, because if he has to serve that at the pits, that could give Merritt all that he needs to potentially win on debut. Is this his debut in Tier 2?
No, he's been racing for quite a while. He hasn't actually gotten this close to the podium.
Well, I think this is a really good chance for anyone to win, because with Jess being as dominant as she is, I think no one's been able to really get close to her at any point. I remember Canada, she won by a minute, was it?
Yeah, I think so. Canada, she was basically leading for that entire thing. No one had disrupted her.
And then I suppose the 1 minute penalty that whoever you were on about got might not have applied to her, because she could have genuinely just driven off. Safety car in this lap.
Oh, here we go. Safety car in this lap. Let's see what happens next. Because everything that happens from this point on is detrimental to who wins. Obviously, obviously, the championship has may as well been set in stone, etched into a stone itself.
Oh, into the wall, Mercedes. I think that might have been lag. I don't know. But it looked as though
there is no Mercedes in the wall.
It looked like it went into the wall for a second. I think that could just be lag on my end.
Yeah.
But we're getting ready to go racing again.
Oh, everyone's coming into Parabolica now. Just getting ready for race speed. What the fuck?
Done this. I think
Lewis has just overtaken Matt. Never mind.
Well, here we go.
It's backing away. It's backing away. Hey,
Peculiar's
just gotten past WBC. They're going 3 wide into this. Does the Mercedes get it? No, it just goes a bit too much off track.
But no one's going to overtake him. Never mind, they will. It's 4 wide at a point. And Lucas has taken advantage of it. He's into P1. Merritt's coming back though. And, oh, this is going to be close. Oh, there's almost contact. Very plump. I told you, very plump. He's an outsider pick. David's fallen all the way to P6. It's all very close at the front. And
they're all bunching together. So
this is
close.
Exactly what you need for good racing. Oh, Ferrari up in the background. That's it can only be Lewis.
And that's a caution.
I'm pretending to be shocked right now that Lewis has gone off in the background. It's something that I definitely didn't see coming. But
I did not see Lucas leading this race. I mean, I know he had the pace, but I'm surprised by it as well.
Yeah, it's really interesting. We'll see how Merritt does down the back straight though. I'm going to have a look at how much ERS. Lucas has used 30%. He's burning ERS down the straight, not burning too much though. Merritt's burning a lot down the back straight. And I'll tell you what, Vakuli's managing his ERS really well in these opening few laps after the restart.
I think, hold on, Jackson and Electro Saunders there.
As you're saying that, Curva Grande, side by side go Lucas and Merritt.
There's a
Merritt into the
Williams.
race lead. The Tier 3 championship leaders into the lead.
Oh, Jackson's just overtaken David.
That's a huge move. David, he's oh, round goes to Williams. Jackson's round. And that's gonna
Quite a lot of positions lost now.
Lucas and Merritt still going side by side. They're through Lesmo too. And
You've made that mistake twice. Vettel's leading.
and the Mercedes into the lead. And we do have to take into consideration though, he's got a penalty, so he's going to have to try and pull away from Lucas. But for Cooley, I knew he was quick, but let's see how quick he really is now. Now he's got clear air in front of him.
This is insane.
Oh, Merritt down the inside of Parabolic. I think they've made contact. Lucas goes wide, Merritt's lost speed, and Plump might pick up the pieces. As, yeah, Plump. And look at Plump now, he's going for P2. Plump to P2. And the man from Northern Ireland, I'm not sure if I've just leaked something that I'm not supposed to leak. For Cooley, no, not for Cooley. Merritt down the inside again. He's they're side by side. And actually, all four wheels off the track at that point, but...
You need to take some breathers. 3-second time penalty, Silver for corner cutting.
Oh, that's...
Not a great day for his debut at Red Bull.
Yeah, 3 seconds now. So that's his first, well, basically he's used his first set of warnings. He's got another couple of warnings before he gets another penalty, so... Sometimes you can strategically use that. As Jackson gets past Lewis, who I believe has been off the track again.
I think it's more than likely possible that Lewis has had a really bad setup and most likely will bid it into the wall in the next few laps.
I don't think it's more of a setup thing. Morgan's just been overtaken by Jackson as well, so Jackson and Mayer's going to be overtaken by Jackson.
WBC, 3 seconds!
That's huge. Mayer and Jackson go side by side. There's contact. Jackson is rounding in the wall. He's reset to track. I'm going to report that because I'm a snitch. And,
It's
well,
just resetting to track. Calm down.
He's reset to track in plain sight. I think there's been a mishap by Lucas because, look, the two Haas cars now are coming through. The only problem with what Sam is doing right now, he's set the fastest lap. But guess what? He's got no ERS left. He's on 1% ERS. So is it worth it? He's burnt the battery, he's actually pushing...
I saw a little touch between Lucas and Electro Saunders there.
Yeah, that's a little bit naughty actually from Electro Saunders. I don't think he'll be able to do that, but he's going to try and chase that. He's burning too much ERS though, I think. He's got no battery to defend with, but he's going to go down the inside. This is going to be a crash. No, it's not.
I think he's trying to play it carefully here. However, the fucking McLaren comes out of nowhere and overtakes Sam. I bet he's not going to be happy about that.
That's true, but I want to point out that the two Haas cars are together. Electro Saunders, he's on 20% ERS. David's on 100. But David's literally using no ERS. He's just feeding his pace off of the cars in front. Do Haas try a tactical switch here? I might actually put that into the chat and tell him some team orders.
Oh, Sam has pushed the McLaren off track, but the McLaren gains back the position as a result.
He's pulling off. There's a lot of movement here, and David's actually gone past. Did Lucas have to give the place back?
That is some chaos right there, folks.
We're looking back at the battle for T2, and I think Merritt's going to have another go at Plum, but it's very nice he's not there. Again, he's yeah, he can't get past. He's got no ERS. David's decided to burn, and Lucas will come down the inside, and they've kept it nice and clean. Have they? Sam's pushed him off. He's given him enough space. That's great racing, if I'm being honest.
What's Jackson doing over here? Because he's apparently having issues overtaking Morg's Master. Although then again, he's been having issues the entire race.
Well, I think the issue with the overtaking Morg's Master is just the fact that he's so unpredictable. I've just seen Merritt move up to P2, but I'm watching Jackson. He's not going to go for it. And did Morgs Master just cut the entire chicane? He did, and that's actually going to give Jackson the place.
That's called being an idiot.
That's called just having a skill issue. And Bakuli's checked out at the front, 3.7 seconds. And, oh,
Very
there goes
plump 3 seconds.
Well,
Williams are not going to be happy about that. Silver, 3 seconds. That's 6 seconds of time penalties.
He only got that 3 seconds a couple of laps ago, so he actually needs to maybe stop using too much of a track, because at this rate he's going to end up with 1 minute worth of penalties.
Well. Anyways, David goes fastest, 1:30.6. It's Plump trying to catch up to Merritt, but it's just struggling.
Merritt went a bit deep. This is going to be the run now. Can Plump get him into the second chicane? I think Merritt, though, is going to burn the DRS. He's down to 20% DRS. He's not got a whole lot to play with. No. Plump is... Could we see a send here? No. Boo. How boring.
I think he's just trying to play it safe right now. Just like I was doing in Belgium Tier 3.
But when you play it safe...
Not Belgium, Austria Tier 3.
Sometimes play it too safe. And you end up making no progress. Off the track went Merritt. I think he went a bit wide, but Plump has dropped to a second behind him. So Plump's had a horrible couple of Lesmos.
Yeah. And you said it right this time.
I did say it right this time. Whether I can't say I'll say it correctly each time. Go forward. I keep spectating Sam, and the only thing I can really see is that he's burning. What's the RS? Agro Alfie's left the session. I didn't even know he was still here, to be honest. I didn't know how he got in.
Oh wait, he's not even racing.
He's not even racing. He's a Tier 1 racer. I mean, last season he did used to beg that he raced Tier 2, and
which was quite strange in my opinion, but whatever.
You know, actually, well, as the Hasses might go side by side, is David going to go for a move? It's going to be a late one if he does. And he actually locks the rears, trying not to. Sorry, it was Sam who was looking at a move.
Very Plump's just got the move off of.
Oh!
That's a Has into the wall. That's David.
He kept it out. I think he's got away with it. I think there's no damage on that car, but that's going to cost him.
Did Sam cause that, or did he cause that to himself?
I don't know. I looked away. I was distracted because on the telemetry it says that Sam is going to be in this lap. So the strategy is that Sam will pick this lap. He's going to do exactly half and half on each set of intervals. I think this could be around the time pit stops start to happen.
Yeah. Because if we look at tyre deck at the moment, people are now on 12 lap inters and are probably going to start losing the grip now.
Yeah, it's definitely Lucas is right on the back of David now, and did that off-road hurt David quite a bit?
It must have, since he's losing a lot of performance. He might have to double stack with Sam.
I think that's the wrong move. If Haas want to maximise their amount of points, they can't double stack. We'll see if anyone comes in. Is that Bakuli into the pits? It is. Race leader in. And he's got
5 seconds. He's wanting to challenge for the pits, for the pit stop.
Oh,
not pit stop championship.
Silver's
Penalty championship.
Lucas is in as well. I've just seen that.
And that's a safety car!
That's huge. I think. Wow.
You just caused a safety car?
That was Lewis. Lewis and Morgan have come together. And Lewis, he's got no front wing again. Not sure they have that many front wings down at the Ferrari garage, but he's going to have to come in.
Why did you not call it VSC? That's a stupid!
Oh, wait, they were about to go side by side. And
5-second time penalty to Morgan's, keeping his league in the penalties championship.
I don't like to be a snitch, but I saw Lewis had pit assist on. He absolutely bolted it into the pits, didn't get a penalty. And, well, I think that's against the rules, isn't it?
I think so.
So, well, the FIA will have a big thing to say. Well, I will have a big thing to say. I'll talk as the FIA isn't myself. This might hurt Hasso, the safety car, because if they have to pit
The
now.
only people that haven't got penalties is Sam, Mar, Lucas, Jackson, and Max the Rocket. There's a drive-through penalty for Lewis for speeding under the safety car. He's now the leader of the penalties championship.
I think he's just taken the championship penalty. Like, I think he's won it. I don't think you can beat a drive-through penalty. Meriton,
actually you can. If you get disqualified, then you've beaten it.
Oh, that is true. That is very true. All of them in. Haas are gonna have to double stack.
So whoever wants to go backwards on track and win the position, be my guess.
I think we should offer a point for that. I think whoever's watching who's racing in this, I will offer you 1 World Championship point to disqualify yourself.
I've been doing like this sort of penalty championship thing for a while to see who would be encouraged to kind of say, you know what, I'm gonna just cut that corner or hit that driver or kill that driver.
Yeah, well, that's hurt David because David's behind Mayor. The most shocking part of this race is the fact that Mayor has to go, oh, he's got another one.
5 seconds for ignoring over.
You know why? I think he's overtaking Morgan under safety car. I'm just gonna watch him because this is like, oh, they're racing each other down the back straight under the safety car. Morgan and Lewis. This is absolutely terrible. It's a bit. Oh, he's gone deep into turn 1 as well. This is.
I think I've lost like 20 brain cells.
Lewis is burning ERS, and they're just what is going on?
What is wrong with you? You have a drive-through penalty. You've essentially won the championship until someone disqualifies themselves.
It's not a drive-through penalty. He's in the leader champion. This is just greedy now. So, they're going side by side again. There's going to be contact here. If this is a disaster waiting to happen.
English just left the building.
I don't think. Oh, he's looking down the inside. This is.
There is racing going on in the reins of safety car.
And he's letting that through. He's he's on the glass as well. I think. You know, this league never fails to surprise me.
This league never fails to make me amazed how you deal with all the penalties.
This is. I don't think the safety car will come in. I don't think they've actually caught the safety car pack at all. They've been too busy racing each other. So Sam in P5 has reported that an Alfa Romeo and a McLaren have overtaken him under the safety car. The FIA will be in touch. Into the pits comes Lewis. This is drive-through penalty. Into the pits, he must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. The TSRL. So but you gotta remember, you can't serve a drive-through under the safety car, and he's now gonna sit there, and it's a lonely odd stop for Lewis. The team just stare at him, and he's still got his drive-through penalty, so he's still in the lead of the championship. That's something to take to your grave.
Won the lead of the championship in Monza.
He says, "Let's go, Lucas." The Scotsman supporting each other, and I'll tell you what, Lucas is actually in a net P1. He's the first of those who don't have a penalty.
Should we just say whoever has the most penalties this season just gets banned from the next season?
Yes. Yes. Let's do
like
it.
The winner of the championship in all of the races, like the combined penalty, whoever gets the combined penalty, eliminated, like season ban, gone for good, goodbye.
Yeah, I think you should have the honour of banning them from the server. I think that would be.
Oh hell yeah, this is. You can't do a drive-through under a safety car. Womp 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 womp.
I think it's I think it gets back to the rule book for Lewis, who's well, he's still 30 seconds behind the safety car pack. I think he surely has to realise at some point he's allowed to go as fast as he needs to catch up. He doesn't have to drive at 2 miles an hour.
I mean, he's got a drive-through penalty, so technically he could start corner cutting to catch up.
Well, if you want a wild card for this race, he's on the freshest tyres, so anyone who's got a bet on Lewis winning this race, you still have some hope. Not a lot of hope, but still have some.
Yeah.
Bernie ERS, he's almost lost it through Parabolica. And
we should just make a cam called Lewis Cam.
I think we do, you know.
He's in his natural habitat, look at him.
He's in a world of his own. I tell you, the safety car pack, whilst it was coming through the final sector, he's allowed to go as fast as he wants whilst the safety car goes not a slow pace, but not like as fast a pace, and he only caught him by a second. So if there was a race between the safety car and Lewis, I'd actually put most of my money on the safety car.
I put 100% of my money on the safety car, 0 on Lewis.
But I'm assuming the safety car will come in for that.
In fact, actually, I said if there was bets in TSRL and you betted for Jess Abbott to win, you'd basically win quite a lot of money.
I think the odds would be, I think they would take money off you for betting Jess Abbott. I think you wouldn't win any money. You just
safety cars in this lap. Let's go.
It's in this lap, but Lewis hasn't caught the back of the pack. So
I'm guessing they just couldn't be bothered to wait any longer for him.
He's had a solid 4 laps to catch him, and he hasn't caught them. So
you know who else doesn't catch safety cars? George Russell.
George Russell does not catch safety cars. I think we should give an honourable mention to RTF Pro player, who's I was saying that Cooney's gone. Has he? No, he's not. He's stopped, and that's because the safety car's not into the pits.
And I think we can officially say it's back to the racing action, and Merritt's not catched up yet to him, and Plump right behind. Jackson's just made an overtake on Mare. And Morgs, and oh my god, they're clumping again. There's clumps.
Ladies White down to turn 1. A lot of penalties came through.
Penalties incoming.
There's cut to both McLarens off at turn 1.
Oh, the drive-through's just lost it. It's now time between Morgs Master and Vettel.
A little bit, because he's lost the lead of the penalty championship. I think that's the biggest story you can take from this. Merritt is going to go for a move down the inside. No, he isn't. But behind Sam, he's actually making a move on Lucas. And Lucas just had to cut the chicane. He's off Lucas Jackson as well. And, oh no. Yeah, Lucas has lost to Jackson.
I guess people are going insane because there's an ELR drought and there's no ELR at the moment.
Yeah, I think.
So they're now taking their rage over to TSRL.
I mean, it is a very rage and juicy league, I think. It's one of those that make you clench your fist and wave it in the air. Tato. Oh, Merritt went wide at the exit of the Sky. It's going to compromise down towards Parabolica. And we couldn't see a Tier 3 driver winning a Tier 2 race, could we?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Lucas back past Jackson. Look at the penalties over. Cooley's got 11 seconds worth of penalties. He's tied with Morgsmaster for the championship lead. Merritt, quickest time. Here we go.
Let's see here.
No, is he going to go for it?
He's going to break late into the chicane. He gets it. But Vettel might take it back. No, he doesn't.
No, he's got it. What a move. That's up there for overtake of the week. But Vettel's coming back. Is he coming back? They're going to be side by side. This is shades of Alonso versus Vettel and from 2011. And Vettel backs out a bit. Merritt leads the way.
Very Plump and Electra Saunders having a little bit of a fight at the moment. Lucas wants to gain the position of a Sam wants to gain the position of a Plump, and Plump does not care about these two at the front.
Doesn't care about most people, to be honest. Oh, Plump's had a slow exit and Sam's through.
Dude, I think Lucas might want to get through here as well.
gonna
I
definitely have a
think
go.
he does.
Gonna go down the inside.
No, he doesn't.
No,
Because Plum was just ahead by a few seconds.
His runs poor through Ascari, and I think Lucas. They're both about the same on ERS. Lucas burning, Plump is burning, and I think the fast straight will be where we see any action take place.
Here we go, up onto the pit straight now. Out comes Lucas.
Got past that Jackson. Wait, Silver and Jackson, two former teammates. Jackson, you know, there must be a little bit of hatred between them. They're going to go side by side. And Silver, who recently transitioned from a bit of wheel banging. Jackson down the inside. He's locked the rears. He's through though. And Jackson into P6 as a. Oh, there's the lead of a penalty championship for Morgs.
I bet he's just saying, like, yes, I've got the lead of the championship. Let's go, guys.
I think that's the only championship he'll be winning this season. As Jackson's past Lucas as well. So
that was a violation. 3 seconds of Plump.
Well, so Plump, maybe he wants that championship lead now in the terms of the penalty championship. I think that's the only championship anyone's playing for anymore.
I think this might actually be an official championship at this point.
It might be. I think Morgan passed Mayer, so Mayer showcasing his skills yet again of being absolutely tragic. I think I'd rather put pain to my eyes than have to watch Mayer drive. And, oh, David penalty, but that's only 3 seconds. That's nothing. Those are rookie numbers compared to those at Morgs Master.
Bro just literally said rookie numbers.
They really are rookie numbers. I think. Well, Vettel.
First slapped 129.5 for Vettel, who is very salty about the loss of the championship. However, Merritt's got the position though. And he's probably going to be screaming from the rooftop, I've just gotten it!
I think Baculli needs to... Oh, yellow flag.
There's cautions, it's near Lucas.
It's Morgs Master. He's down.
He's going slow on track.
Baculli back into the lead of the race, but he's got to pull 8 seconds. I think now will be a perfect time for a pit manoeuvre, to be honest. Not only can he take Merritt out of the running, but he can also put some more points towards his penalty championship.
Yeah. The current podium for it is Morgs Master leading it, Vettel P2,
oh,
Lewis P3. That's a safety! That's a safety car!
It's been caused by Morgan. He's offing the ball at the Curva Grande. I don't know how you've ended up there, to be honest.
He's still alive!
It's another dreadful day for Alpine. You'd think the real life F1 would be enough to make you want to do some bad things to yourself, but watching your favourite TSRL team and just be P12 and P13, I think you want to curl up into a ball and shoot a baguette down your throat.
This baguette, bro, we're not in France. We don't have the baguette gardens.
Oh, but it's a French team.
On the positive side, we do have the pasta guns.
Yeah, well, the pasta guns are probably out now because Max isn't racing, but I tell you, Morgan, this is absolutely awful. Someone get some bleach from my eyes. I am watching. This is sad to see. If you're an Alpine fan, someone loads the snails.
Well, how oddly familiar.
So, and look who the two closest people on track at the moment. Lewis and Morgs Master. Are we going to see a repeat?
You know what that kind of reminds me of? That kind of reminds me of Bahrain 2024.
I'm not going to lie, Morgs Master hasn't appeared. He's got no front wing.
Yeah, somehow he doesn't want to take off some of his penalties.
So I'm barreling down straight. There's Mayer. Is he going to take out Mayer? Please take out Mayer. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. According to Morgan, he went to overtake and I think Lewis swerved and hit him into the wall and then he lost grip.
So that rivalry continues then between Lewis and Morgan. And it's quite interesting actually that he didn't pit. I think he saw Lewis come into the pits and thought, I don't want any of that.
I ain't involving myself in those sort of things.
These both hands up in the air. We'll see if he comes in Nisler. That's supposing he doesn't bin it. But he's closing in on Mare. If there's any chance that Mare gets taken out, it's right now. He's slipstreaming. Here we go. Please. He's gonna do it. Forget to use the brakes. Oh, down the inside. Oh.
I love that front wing, dude. It's the best front wing I've seen all season. Alpine are really cutting down on the front wing or something, dude.
It's an interesting weight-saving strategy, I think.
Yeah, the paint was a bad idea, but that might be the best idea. The paint...
I think the next stage might just be take the wheels off the car. Oh, he's finally coming to the pit.
100%. Make levitating car.
So that's an extension into the championship lead. He's extended it further. He wants no one to take that crown.
Although Lewis could possibly want to cut a chicane.
Oh, no, he's losing. He's losing some time. He's serving penalties in the pits. He's gonna lose his championship lead.
Oh no!
Wait, they didn't change it from wing. The LP team haven't changed it from wing. So Morgan has come into the pits. That better be a new set of inters. At least it's a new set of inters, but it's front wing stop. Oh, he's in the wall and I think there are tears in his eyes, and it's the wetness in his eyes. It's not from the rain. It's not from sweat. It's purely just the fact that he's crying. The French team, they've probably, you know,
they're sad about losing the penalty championship increased mega lead.
Well, it's only 3 seconds now, so if Cully really wants to, he could just track extend a little bit, and he's now tied for the lead. I'm seeing a lot of movement at the moment. Oh, Morgan cuts the chicane. Oh,
That's Morse out of the race. That's both of the Alpines in last place. Meaning the new leader of the penalties championship has been crowned. Vecca with 11 seconds of penalties.
Truly. I can only imagine down at Alpine, there's been some frog soup being tossed absolutely everywhere. They are absolutely livid with that.
They're like, fuck, we could have won a championship, guys. We could have actually been up there with the big names like Red Bull and McLaren and Williams.
It's absolutely insane, but I'll tell you what, I think Cully, he's obviously leading the Pounds Championship now, but don't forget Lewis. Lewis, he's prone to a corner cut or two. I think there could be a change of leadership come the end of the race.
A shift may perhaps be in possibility.
Well, Lewis is behind Mare, so hopefully we get to see the death of Mare on the braking zone. It's something that I'm praying for.
You're hoping for Mare to die?
No. I'm hoping for him to have an unfortunate end to his race.
So, die?
Yes.
Fair.
I'll tell you though, Max in the AlphaTauris, he's actually not been in the race the entire time. He's still P9 ahead of Mare. So if there's anything that speaks volumes about Mare's driving skills, it's the fact that the AI is actually faster. And I'm not actually sure what the AI is set to. So
Max Verstappen is faster than you.
I'm assuming safety car will be in this lap. I'd be pretty surprised if it isn't.
It comes in as soon as you say that.
But I'm saying it now. Lap 24, 27, they've not got a lot of time to get going. So pretty much with this race, it's got to put 8 seconds. And
or maybe even a possibility of a shift in the penalties championship.
Yeah, Lewis has a few laps to try and get it. It's actually going to be 3 laps. Until it's a 3-lap sprint, it's a 3-lap race.
The goal is to disqualify yourself from the race. If you disqualify, you've basically won the race and you don't have to worry about people overtaking you.
Time to go Bottas bowling. It's down into turn 1. When's McCulley going to go? and he's not going yet. He's going now.
Going through Parabolica.
Yeah, he's gone now.
And we're back and racing.
Oh, look at the weaving.
He's immediately got a great start off the line. I Merit right behind. I think he wants to get the position, but Sam might want the position. Sam gets it off of WPC. He has a bit of a lock up there.
Bumper square, the two Williams are going to go side by side. Hopefully there's no chaos there. You know, Williams is a pretty rubbish team at the moment, ever since the leadership change. But yeah, Sam now up into P2. Is he going to send it to Kane? He is. Then he's got himself a time penalty. But he's through into the lead of the race.
Yes, I saw an illegal overtake be done. He cut the corner.
I don't know. Morgs Masters left the session. He's shot himself with a baguette, and well, Sam's not giving the pace back, so I think he might be all right. Bakuli's had an awful restart. He's down to P4, and with 11 seconds worth of penalties, it could get worse. But Jackson into P2. He told me where his house was once, and I don't remember where it was, but he's in P3 now. He's getting a little bit of a bump draft. Yellow flag behind. It's Silver. So the former Williams driver, who's now in a Red Bull, has had an unfortunate incident. He's behind Lewis, and Bakuni down the inside of Parabolica.
Silence enters the room.
Yeah, I'm silent because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Bakuli into P2. Jackson lost a couple of positions. David's gone for a late lunge. It's really a late lunge, but David has round. Oh, this big
That's a spin.
David's round. And well, Haas, they've got a guy in the lead of the race, but their man took pole position has had an unfortunate moment, the penultimate lap of the race. Merit back up into P2. He's having a stellar drive, and I'm not talking about the Stella Artois that you drink, because you're not allowed to drink and drive. Remember that, kids.
Yeah, don't do a Max Verstappen during Singapore.
Yeah, Jackson though, I think I'm looking at the times at the moment. I'll go to the interval between the leader. Sam in the race leads, and even with 3-second penalty, he's still got a gap over Jackson. Bakuli back past Merit. We've only got one lap to go after this.
The question is though, will Bakuli be able to keep within 3 seconds? And while still fighting with Merit here, as down inside of Parabolica he goes. And gets the positions because Vettel goes a bit too wide on the outside line.
Remember though, because he's got 11 seconds worth of penalties, so he's going to have a mega last lap to avoid falling all the way down the order. Jackson and Lucas are going to go close. Lucas is going to look for a move, but Colley's in the wall. And he's gone straight on. At the first chicane, he's out.
Done illegal overtakes and that's him out. That's it. That's it for Bakuli.
Lewis into the lead of the penalty championship.
There it is, Lewis leading the championship without having to do shite.
Well, I'm saying I think he's our undisputed champion anyway. He got a drive-through. He had about 25 years worth of penalty. Plum, that's another penalty. He's up to 9 seconds. That's going to drop him down big time. And I think Sam's got this covered. Merit in P2, Jackson. Sam, well, he's under investigation for intentional crashing, but that's not going to stop him in Tier 2. And, well, Jess Abbott might not be here to race for them today, but Haas are actually going to take another victory.
That is just great.
Well,
I literally got rid of him thinking that he wasn't going to improve, and then he wins a fucking race.
Well, across the line comes Sam. He's won Tier 2. It's a great drive. Merit, the Tier 3 World Championship leader, he'll fall to P3. Jackson, a great drive for P2. The two McLarens, Lucas and Mayer, P5, 6. I didn't even get to read the rest of the results. Just everyone was so close together. But yeah. Well, that was what's the word to describe that race? It was interesting.
To say the least.
And oh, he's floating. He's there's some supernatural behaviour from Sam, and he's on the top step of the podium. Is well, Haas have won again. I'm quite happy about it. I'm not sure other people will be quite as happy as me. But it's it was I had fun watching that race.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot of fun, but we can crown the race winner of the penalty championship to Lewis. That's the most important thing to take away from this.
The worst part about it is I'm probably not going to get him back.
But Sam,
Yeah, I could try all I like, but I'm not getting him back 100%.
as yeah, well, he's reserved for this race. I think if Jess gets back in the car, I think there will be no room for Sam. But there might not be any reason to get Sam back actually, because he might be banned in a couple days. You do gotta remember he is under investigation for.
Yeah, but the thing is, what if he doesn't get banned and then I look like an
Well,
even bigger moron?
you're talking to the head of FIA here, and I'm
True, I
sure I
am
could.
talking to you, but I feel more stupid than I ever have in my entire life.
It's not something to be too worried about. I think sometimes you got to take risks, and sometimes risks pay off. Sometimes risks don't work.
And this is the one time it didn't work.
Well, that was Are we doing post race interviews?
Yeah.
All right, let's round them up then. Let's just see what's going on in the tier 2 chat. We'll just fill the viewers in.
It has been
Everyone's pretty happy. Merritt is he's absolutely and Sam's taking a bit of a shot at you. Or
oh,
well,
shit, Sherlock.
at A Lewis. It could be the penalty merchant Lewis. As Mayor's departed the scene, so they're not going to be there for the post-race interviews. I wanted an interview from Mayor actually, just for no
Fair enough.
particular reason. For the fact that interview. As we've got our first ticket in and gave no room, so I went off track and got a pen, need it removed. And it's I don't know who that was who sent the ticket. It was Plum. It's time to move over to the post-race interview.
Yeah. Okay, just give us a few seconds. Mute quickly. We'll be back in a few seconds.
room. We've got Lucas, we've got Plum, and we've got Merritt. I actually wanted to see. I forgot who won the race now. Sam. Or Jackson. I would have.
Mara came in here while we were not actually broadcasting, and he basically had a little wah.
I'll actually summarise it for you. I would try and do a Finnish accent, but I'm not very good at accents. It was something along the lines of, we will have inter-team discussion, and he was not very happy. Fox smashed door.
Yeah. So let's start out with Hunt.
Hello.
Right. So how did you think your race went, in your opinion?
Could have gone better if I didn't, crumble under pressure. I would have got a top 5 spot, but I just kind of fucked it, But it would have been better for me to get position to Jackson, because I don't even think I'm fucking registered yet, I'm like, I don't even think it's legal for me to be racing right now, but it is what it is. Could have done better. I didn't. It is what it is. Game is game.
Do you think you did well with the tyre management?
I think I did pretty well. I think so. Normal pit stops. That's really it. I had good pace. I don't know how. I fucking hate Monza, but I had decent pace. I ended up going from P8 to P3, and then I fucked it.
And if you had an opinion on who tonight, like, if you could pick any driver who really screwed you over tonight, who would it be?
Probably the fucking spastic who caused the safety car at the end.
Fair enough. Alright, thank you.
I love you and I'll leave you. I'm way to fucking touch my penis.
Okay, next we have Lucas. Hello?
Hello?
So how did you think your race went, personally?
Shite.
Do you think you could have done better?
Yeah, I could have done better. I think I got an unfair penalty as well, and I just kept getting like squeezed off the track in every battle, so it's just kind of shit.
What do you think of your tyre management during this whole race?
My tires were fucked at the end. My back tires were fucked at the end, but apart from my second set of tires, it was pretty good apart from like the end.
And if you had to pick a driver who really fucked you over tonight, who would it be?
Jackson kept squeezing me off the track quite a bit, and then Silva kept like dive bombing me from no man's land. So I don't know, one of them two probably.
Fair enough. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.
And finally, Merritt, you almost won the race, and you did pretty well, but you didn't end up getting it. So, what do you personally think of today's race?
I think I beat all my expectations that I had set. Especially that it was a wet race and I'm not that good in the wet. But I think I did enough. Hopefully I get promoted. But yeah.
Alright. How did you think you did with your tyre management?
It could have been better. The safety car kind of screwed me over because I was considering going in and then didn't want to risk it. And I think I made the right move, but it still was a bit questionable. But I think it could have been better, but it was good.
And if you had to pick any driver who really screwed you over tonight, who would it be?
Sam, probably. He kept on squeezing me, especially in this final couple laps.
Alright, thank you for your time.
Right.
That is all of the post-race interviews. We don't have as many as Tier 1, but it is what it is. So, that is all for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And if there's one thing you should take away from tonight, it's that I'll always be around to do a penalty championship. Good night, folks!